What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, fantastic afternoon, fantastic pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the HASAN broadcast coming to you live from Beijing, China, at the heart of the People's Republic. I'm the new white monkey propaganda minister, Hassan Piker. We are alive, and I hope everyone's having a fantastic one, because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is the 13th of January. It's Monday. I'm live, though. I'm alive, and I hope everyone's having a fantastic one on this Monday. This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news, about what's going on in the world of Hassan Piker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button. And let me tell you, a lot has happened. A lot has occurred. Yesterday, I ended the broadcast after finding a new content creator that I absolutely adore. His name is Mike OK. He's a Brit. He went to Xinjiang, he went to China, and I thought he was fantastic. In between watching his adventures in China as a swagged out, quirked up white boy, I also happened to give a quick interview with Fox LA, Fox 11, the local news station for Los Angeles. The interview was, of course, broadcasted right after the big game, which means that a lot of people were tuned in, and it was on televisions all across the state. Your conservative father probably watched me talk about the incarcerated firefighters on Fox 11 last night. Now it's less embarrassing to admit that you watch me as well, to your dad and mom. Now you can at the very least be like, hey, oh, that's the guy I watch. Now you're watching him too. He's a cool guy. Please don't tune into his stream though, because he might be saying something unhinged at any given moment. You gotta explain to the slow chatters that local Fox News stations is not national Fox News. Yeah, it's not. It's a Fox affiliate, technically. It's not. I don't even know if it's under the umbrella of Fox News. You've toned down the unhinged? Yeah, that's right. That's one of my New Year's resolutions, and I'm trying to keep up with it. I'm trying to curse less, and I'm trying to be less tuned in to the baiters. Imagine seeing that TV hit as a normie and then coming in here the next day seeing the meme song. First of all, Red Sun in the Sky is not a mere meme song. How dare you? Red Sun in the Sky is more than just a song. It's a feeling. It's a reality. I really need to just learn Mandarin. That's what I need to do. I was gonna learn Japanese, but instead I should learn Mandarin. You made it to the front page of Reddit this morning. Wow. California has incarcerated firefighters r/interesting as F. You know, one of the things that I find quite interesting is that given the carceral state is so expansive in the United States of America, virtually every single person has, not every single person, but like a lot of people in their families at least have like one member that they know, one friend that they know that have like been in the throes of the criminal justice system at a certain point in their lives. It's a lot more common than you would think. And that's very interesting to me. This morning I went to bed last night. Oh, I watched ANORA last night. Actually, there's movie time. Movie magic with Hassan Abi. Hasn't happened in a while because we've only been watching Lord of the Rings, my mom and I. But my brother and his fiance were here last night, and my mom, and we all got together and watched ANORA, which is like not the best movie to watch with your parents, but I guess like when you're 33, you know, it doesn't really matter at that point. It's not like as awkward, I guess. A lot of sex in that movie, I'll tell you that much. I liked ANORA. ANORA felt like a Safdie brother flick, but for the girlies almost. Like a girly Pop Nation Safdie brothers flick. I think it was all right. It was fine. It had the intensity, the wall-to-wall intensity of Good Time. It definitely had the endless, permanent intensity of Good Time, but not as good. I wouldn't put it in the same category, but it was all right. It wasn't bad. A lot of people have a lot of opinions on ANORA, and it's really interesting because for some weird reason, people just like really don't like it, or they really like it and they think it's the best movie of all time. I haven't really seen a lot of, I don't know. I know that like one of the girls is like a famous Twitter racist or something that was in the movie. I think she got canceled. Sean Baker is very polarizing. Did you see Tangerine or Florida Project? No. The girl with the unibrow, she got them Anthony Davises on her face. But is she a racist or something? I think she was a racist back in the day. I don't know if she still is. She's one of them like Red Scare adjacent girls. That's what I mean, I think. Are you talking about Ivy Walk? I just like the fact that we know who these people are or what kind of racist stuff they said in like at the age of 14 is definitely unhealthy. Like it's just like straight up not something we should know. It should not be in my brain. I'm a 33-year-old man. I shouldn't know what like some random unibrow trust fund girl has to say about like the white race or whatever, you know what I mean? She said racist stuff 2 years ago. Actually, yeah, I don't care. Like I just don't want to know who this person is at all. That's my point. This is going to be my incredibly misogynistic take that all of the annoying right-wing lady pops will get mad at me for and immediately hit the identity shield on. I think a lot of ladies out there who don't have a personality back in the day used to substitute it for being a conservative person. And now a lot of ladies in New York are doing the same thing. If you ain't got a personality and you're like not that attractive, but you care about looking attractive, you just slam like edgy content. Like I run an edgy Twitter meme account, and automatically every single pedophile in a 500-mile region that has a Twitter account becomes your #1 fan and acts like you're the sexiest lady of all time. It's a very weird pick-me behavior, very weird thing that people are doing. And I've always been annoyed with it. I've been annoyed with it for a very long time. It's very funny that there's like an entire brand of influencers like this in this like incredibly niche space online. It's not misogyny to say pick-me's are annoying and do it to boost their potential. It's like pedo bait too. Straight up, all these like weird pedophiles, they love these gals. It's also interesting because like they also don't hit like super misogynistic takes. They almost try to like glorify an antiquated and often misunderstood third wave feminism in their approach, where they try to like utilize emancipatory language because they're all art PhDs, virtually all of them. They don't like hit the trad wife line as hard, and it's not like a well flushed out third wave feminist attitude either. It's just more so just pick and choose. I think you are addressing the double standard here. Basically, why do you assume that the motivation behind conservative women and self-image issues instead of say growing up conservative? What? Because I know the people that I'm talking about and they didn't start off as conservative. What the fuck is wrong with you? Can you have like a semblance of charitability in an issue where I'm talking about specific podcasters that I've known for years at this point and have virtually seen their transition from, Sailor Moon socialism to Alex Jones style conservatism? I just hate women. That's what it is. And they all get funded by Peter Thiel too, which is also crazy. There's an entire crop of these girlies now, and because they're in this like hyper insulated New York community, regardless of their lack of cultural output, the New York Times will still write an article about how niche and cool their politics are from time to time and give them so much more political momentum than they deserve, in my opinion, greatly overemphasizing their outsized influence. Ultimately, they got no motion, but it doesn't matter because half of the people that went to the same Columbia University journalism, that took the Columbia University journalism classes, that come from the same trust fund baby background, now have jobs at the New York Times and hang out and do ket at the same parties in Times Square. So they think this is where the culture is moving. This is the direction the culture is moving. These are the movers and shakers. This is it. Yeah. I mean, this is the Christian Science Monitor. Young, hip, and conservative, a different slant on New York. In New York's bohemian haunts, a movement of new conservatives is growing in reaction to what they say is liberal dominance in art and culture. Their work reflects a nation in flux. Bro, they're going to turn all of our cultural output to Israel. I swear to God. We're just going to be making Israel-style content now. The one thing that Americans had was complete dominance over the arts. Just please, Peter Thiel, please don't ruin the one thing that America has. Please. Oh, my God. Two things we have in terms of like stable industry in this country is the endless amount of bloodshed to the global south. Our baby murder machine is always tweaked up to its maximalist output. And then the other thing is like the complete cultural dominance of Hollywood. And these guys want to also infiltrate these spaces as well. All it takes is like a couple Juilliard graduates that get Peter Thiel funding to be like, actually, the real cultural direction is the real counterculture is having the exact same politics of your grandfather, being afraid of like random people that don't look like you. And it's just like, stop. That's your granddad. That's your father whose brain is melted from watching too much TV and now has a healthy diet of AI slop that he gets from his Facebook feed. Please stop. This is not counterculture. I swear to God, they are going to turn American culture into Israel. It's going to be Israel culture. It's so bad. Anti-Semity. Anti-Semity University. Hello. I am queers for Hamas. I'm going to Anti-Semity University. Oh, Jesus Christ. They've been going after Noah for the past few days. Yeah, I know. That's part of the reason why I'm annoyed. No, I'll give you $1,000 to stop engagement farming off of women you hate. I'll pay you $100 if you can summon the courage to attach your real name to your tweets. This is, there's something so funny about this kind of take. He was responding to someone joking about the Neil Gaiman shit. What is the Neil Gaiman shit? If you think reading about a guy who can't stop assaulting women in real life is smart, then that's a you problem. Editor's note, this story contains content that readers may find disturbing, including graphic allegations of sexual assault. Last summer, a British podcast broke the news that multiple women had accused Neil Gaiman, the acclaimed British fantasist and author of The Sandman, of sexual assault. Most of them were in their 20s when they met Gaiman, with one exception. The stories take place when Gaiman was in his 40s or older. By then, he had a reputation as one of the greatest modern comic book writers and an outspoken champion of women. For our new cover story, New York Features writer Lila Pearl talks to more women who shared allegations of assault, coercion, and abuse. She also looks into Gaiman's upbringing in Scientology, as well as his relationship with his wife, Amanda Palmer, and what she knew. Through their story, she uncovers dark secrets Gaiman hid for decades. His father was kicked out of the Church of Scientology for sexual assault allegations. Wait, Scientology? That actually changes the dynamic a little bit. I don't know who this guy is at all. But when I hear about someone who left the Scientology church and I hear about like horrific things that they did, not this guy, but his father at least, I don't know, dude. That seems a little bit suspicious, I'll be honest. Not about Neil Gaiman, but his dad. You really need to read books. Aussie? No, I'm good. Getting kicked out of Scientology for assaults, like getting kicked out of ISIS for being too murderous. Yeah, I don't know if he actually got kicked out is what I'm saying. That could be a different story. Unless he like was a high-ranking Scientology guy and he actually got kicked out, in which case that's the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life. It's a cult. How do you get kicked out of a cult? I thought that's literally why you join cults, is and then elevate your status in cults, is to literally, the higher the rank you have, the more sexual assaults you are able to do. That's kind of the purpose of it. So it's weird that they were just like, you're too good at this thing that we wanted you to do. Like, he was just really invested, I guess. That's insane. I've never heard of something like that. Dude, that's like getting kicked out. I mean, I was about to say, that's like getting kicked out of the Catholic Church. Like, that's why I don't do pro SA anymore. Too many sweats. Yeah, too many sweats in the Scientology. They were like, you're doing competitive levels of this. We need to stop you. Did you hear the Fresh and Fit broke up? Wait, really? That's crazy. Myron hit that level of anti-Semitism so hard that even the other dude was like, dude, I can't do this. You've gone out of control, sir. You've too much for me. Was it really because of anti-Semitism? I don't know. I feel like that's got to be it, right? Because it's not about how much they hate women. I'm pretty sure they're united on that front. It's also probably not racism either, because like they're united on that front too. I think there's like a level of anti-Semitism that one party was exhibiting, where the other party was like, I'm kind of invested in the Jews control the media area, but like not to the degree where you think everything is Jews. It's like anti-Semitism infighting. It's got to be a point where he was just like, all right, dude, like, yeah, I agree, Jews control the media, but like, you keep pointing to the Jews on everything. It's like, it's not everything. Leftovers breakup, but further on the right. Yeah. No, it's just like the Leftovers breakup. You know, we broke up over my relentless anti-Semitism. Oh my God. I feel like I just gave Ethan an idea. He's going to say that. Oh, look, it's blacks doing what blacks do best. Loot in times of chaos. I'm ashamed to share the same skin color as some of these stupid ass bleep. Myron is like 8 days late to the game at this point. Not 8 days late, but like, you know, at least 2 or 3 days late. These tweets already popped off. We already know what the actual context is. It's not actually people looting. Like Altadena is historically a black community. Is people from their own communities taking out their own valuable possessions while their house is about to be on fire. This is KTLA coverage. And this dude is multiple days late to the conversation. People already knew that this was a false racist nonsense. How come when it comes to race-related issues, y'all on this app don't care if it's fake news or not? This was already debunked and proven not to be looters, rather people helping evacuate, but it seems like y'all don't care and will spread this cat video. Genuinely curious too. How can y'all swear up and down to seek truth, but when it pertains to race, y'all seem to spread fake news just like the people / organizations y'all claim to hate? Is it rage bait for impressions or... Yeah, it is. It is rage bait for impressions. 100%. That's exactly what it is. Your race trying to understand a grifting race is? Yeah, I just don't get how like people... It's always shocking to me that people are still at this stage on the internet, like kind of oblivious of the ways in which these guys operate. But, you know, more power to rage for figuring it out. The worst part is the police reported 10 of the whole burned area, thousands of homes, black people arrested for potential looting, and the right wing latched onto that hard proof. They went crazy for a few hours. I know.